Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another. This is going up on Sunday, isn't it? I think. Yeah. Welcome back to what I'm going to assume is Sunday, which means it's time for another Nozz Watches No Game, No Life. So in the last episode, they were doing that chess, and then he threw out all the rules, and fucking. Okay, so the comments, everyone was like, oh no, they can't prove she's using magic, it's her charisma, but she hasn't said a word, and the only time that Sora's pieces change sides is when they are being touched. Like, there's not being able to see magic, and then there's not being able to make a deduction based off of evidence. Like, if I all of a sudden, like, just popped a squat and took a massive shit, but that shit was a rabbit, like, your first thought isn't going to be like, oh yes, this man shits rabbits. Your first thought is going to be like, oh, that man's doing witchcraft over there. Like, this is really, really dumb, and the judge should be looking at that and going like, hang on a fucking minute. Hang on a fucking minute. This is looking sus as fuck. And Sora changing the alignment of the knights, he's doing it the hard way. He's doing it by talking to them and putting his fucking life on the line. He almost got fucking cut in half by the queen. So, like, that one, you're like, oh yeah, no, that one's totally just him using charisma, but no, you can't be charismatic if you don't open your fucking mouth, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but fuck it. Let's see how we go with this, because we all know who's gonna win, right? In 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh, gee. Oh, I forgot he's got a stupid fucking horse hat. His hat's the shape of a fucking horse. See, like, this makes sense. He decapitated her army by changing over her queen. Which, yeah, that would be something that's hard for people to do. And she's very clearly losing her shit. Like, you can't be like a put together leader if you're just losing your shit. Maximum sociopath mode. Activate. Manipulate a country's ruler into betraying the king. Wait, why are they red now? Red's not a color you could have in chess. Alright, then fuck the rules. Fuck the rules. Alright then. Oh my god, that is the most sociopathic thing I've ever fucking seen. You see, I don't need to fight your army, you see. I've gone and turned your own army against you. I don't have to lift a finger. Like, that's fucking, that's supervillain shit. That's supervillain shit, that is. That's, oh, you wish to fight me, eh? Well, here's my token force. And as this token force fights, I'm working within your borders to turn your own people against you. And once your men turn against you, I'm gone, bitch. And then just either negotiate with who's left over, or fucking destroy the weakened force. And then take over the land. I mean, strategically, very good plan. Ethically, kind of fucked up. But that's kind of just Sora in general, isn't it? Like, that's some supervillain shit. Now I see why he wears his crown like an armband. And I know the armband has different meanings in Japan, because Japan likes their armbands. I know, I get it. But still, it's the joke. Because guess who else worked with the Nazis? The Japanese. Grandmaster, fuck you! That's not even a Grandmaster thing, that's some bullshit. So what if this entire thing was done? So what if this chess match was just won without? That's dumb! What if someone won without fighting? What would happen? That's really dumb. That's really dumb. And how is that, pray tell? Oh, by making her forfeit. Holy fucking shit. Okay, so did Sora know about this beforehand? Was he fucking eavesdropping or some shit? But you are literally going to you're going to hand the country over to the elves. What a fucking hypocrite. Well, yeah, usually when you're dealing with someone who's unreasonable, that's how it works. Being betrayed. It's almost as if being an asshole gets you asshole prizes. Fucking, I swear to God, like, Sora's going to turn this into a fucking fascist dictatorship. Holy Christ. Like, everyone will be happy on the surface, and he'll have the appearance of a benevolent king, but behind the scenes he's gonna be like, okay, these are the enemies of the state, load them into camps, and don't tell anyone. Here, now you can wear clothes again. You're allowed to wear clothes again now, Stephanie. Oh, Jesus. I mean, technically they still fought. Technically fighting was still involved. Oh god, this is fucking dumb. I mean, that was a neat little thing, but like, a neat little sequence, but just fucking for Christ's sake. The power of perceived friendship is what did it. Not real friendship, because he's incapable of feeling that, but perceived friendship. Oh god. Oh god, Sora's a populist. Sora's the worst kind of populist, the kind of person who'll put his own country first to the detriment of everyone else, but also he doesn't actually care about his people. He only cares about them so long as it benefits him and keeps him in a position of power. That last part's the problem, not the other bits. And also his own competitive streak is a problem. His own competitive streak also as well. Like, him winning is part of that benefit thing. Wow. What a strong potential king. Wow, what an amazing potential king. Yeah, yeah, they made a fucking real good decision deciding to pick up her for the fucking kingship position, yeah. And this just sounds more like Cornered. It sounds more like Cornered, dude. But Blank is one person, though. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, the lolly gets the harem! Are they going to... Oh my god, this is dumb. They've tied 184 times. How long would have they been playing? Like 3 days? Oh my god, that they didn't. Wait, so why did does the judge not know the fucking pledges? The person designated to solve I love how they're just playing a fucking a DS or something. Just oh no, it's a Vita with a fold up screen for some reason. Well, that's fucked. It's that easy, huh? It's that fucking easy. Also, where are they getting all these smart devices from? All they had was didn't all they had was their fucking phone and Game Boy? Or I'm just gonna call it a Game Boy. I don't give a shit. How the fuck does a fucking does a pair of shut-in neats know this much about domestic policy. None of that is done in Civ! In Civ, you just say what you're that's not what happens. That's not how Civ works. In Civ, you just set shit to go and it does automatically. So basically, the rules of the pledges, they weren't made by a lawyer. I heart humanity. Hooray. Really, he's got problems public speaking. Really, he can manipulate people that as easily as he fucking... The power of Emoto will give him strength. And we'd be very good at war if we tried, trust me. Why are there a bunch of nudists hanging out in the cliffs? But why? We will defeat the elves with the power of friendship and this gun I found! I mean, humanity's usually pretty good at violence, I don't know. What the fuck is a flugel? What the fuck is a flugel? I'm actually curious what the fuck a flugel is now. That's... I mean, I wouldn't say being... I mean, unless you're talking purely physical strength, but alright. So now we have to learn how to fight. If they're gonna have all the wisdom, we gotta get the strength. We just gotta practice. Really? Really? True bravery is being the biggest coward! The world's strongest coward! King and queen, huh? Oh, that's got some rough fucking implications. The race piece. Well, at least it's not the race card, huh? We weren't born specialized into anything, so as we level up, we can spec into whatever the fuck we want. We're running the deprived run, boys. Why do I feel like I'm watching Chess Hitler? Because that's basically what Hitler did. I declare war on France. Hey, you can't do that. I declare war on you. Like, oh, jeez. He's bluffing. Someone's going to fucking... They're gonna fucking call that bluff. They super can. Someone will call that bluff. If they don't, they're fucking stupid. Like, the shows go into all this effort to make them look like super geniuses, think about everything. But, like, everything they do, like, assumes that all the other people are being exactly as fucking, like, smart as they think they are. But, like, the thing is, in real life, people are dumb. Oh, they're angels. The Flugel are just angels. Okay. Like, in real life, people are fucking illogical and stupid. If you start bluffing at them, someone will call the bluff. That's why calling a bluff exists as a concept. Oh, hello, Dio. Okay, that's not... Oh, hello, God. Your world has really stupid rules, and you really should have had a lawyer look over them. Yeah, why is that, you cheating fuck? Like, for real, Tet, like, why, what the fuck? Why'd you make it so one group can't use magic? You cheating bitch. Bullshit. If you don't favor any race, then why does humanity have no magic? And why do the fucking... Why do the fucking angel fuckers... The angel fuckers have the most magic. I think it was, right? Oh my god, his goal is to become God. His goal is to become God, isn't it? Oh my god, they're so fucking dumb. So fucking dumb. That's a good point. Yeah, you got your ass beat, so you fucking got salty and dragged them into the world. Like, I feel like when Tet was coming up with this world, Tet didn't understand what the fuck she was doing. Like, I don't favor any race. Then why does one race have all the magic? And one race have none? Like, fucking for real. Like, there's very clearly a favoritism going on here. Whether Tet acknowledges it or not. Yes, it was, and now they're stuck on the roof. Please send a ladder. Fucking bring the ladders! We just got left on a roof. Like, fucking imagine if, like, nobody knew they were up there. Did he just set a fucking Google Calendar as a timetable to beat God? It's like, okay, I'll pencil in becoming God for the 31st. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Oh. Oh, this show is fucking doofy, dude. Like, this show is so fucking doofy. Alright, so I want to say I like this show, because I like the concept, and I like a lot of the characters. But, oh my god, our protagonist is a really bad person. Fucking, like, he is the worst kind of... Okay, so for people that... Seeing as this phrase has been, like, twisted and ruined by fucking everyone, here's what actual populist is in political philosophy, as far as I am aware. A populist is someone who basically appeals to, well, what's popular, and appeals to the wants of the populace. So, say the populace, for example, really wants to expand the borders of their country. They want to take new lands. They want to get colonies. They want to expand out and, manifest destiny, right? A populist would get into power, and he'd be all for it. He'd be like, right, I know what you want. I know you want to expand out. You want to reach sea to shining sea. I got you, fam. Let's do it. So he gets in. He starts making sure that every single policy he does is towards the desires of the populace, right? Issue is, some populists will do that. Some populists will do that, but they're doing it because their real motivations and their real desires are kind of fucked. And they'll use the smokescreen of doing what the populace wants in order to gain enough power and enough clout to get away with what they want to without anyone looking. So, for example, and I hate to just bring it to this, but it's kind of the most egregious example, Adolf Hitler was a populist, and Germany was all fucked up. It was all fucked up. The German people were poor as hell, and like just kind of like wanting like the glory back. As far as I'm aware, based on what I've read. This World War I veteran comes along, and World War I veterans in Germany were actually pretty well respected. Comes along and he says, "Hey guys, don't worry. Like, we're gonna get back the fucking Sudetenland. We're gonna get back everything we owe. Everything we owned. We're gonna get what these fuckers owe us." And then he also like took everyone that they were looking for someone to blame for basically their banks all failing, because I mean it can't be their fault, right? So he blamed it on minority groups. And he rose to, and so he uses that as leverage, and he rises up based on what the people want. And then at the end, he's like, "All right, let's go." And and that's when you get the camps and the murder and the bing bang boom, Third Reich. And that's and I feel like Sora's kind of that, except instead of genocide, he just wants to become like he is using humanity as a stepping stone to become God. Like originally, it was, well, I get an erection when I win a game. It makes me rock hard. But now he's got a goal, and that goal is literally become God of this world. Like, imagine if Light Yagami got into politics. That's what we've got here. Like, and thing is, I like Light Yagami. I think he's a really interesting character study. But also, oh boy. Like, it's gonna be interesting to watch, but I feel like it's going to be an ethical trash fire. And you know what? I'm fine with that. So it's like, I don't know. Like, it's oh, it's really weird to see, just because, like, I don't know if I don't know how obvious it is, because remember, like, what I focus on when I'm learning about history is usually the world wars and other points in history where, like, really cool shit happens. So, and a lot of times when really cool shit happens, you start seeing rulers like Sora spring up, and oh boy, ooh yes. And I'm wondering where he's gonna go with it. I'm wondering where it's gonna go, because I mean, oh boy, they are barely human beings from an emotional and moral standpoint. Like, he pays lip service to, like, wanting peace and all that, like, during that chess game, and then immediately after he's like, I declare war on everyone, fuck you. Like, yeah, it's very hard. Like, you can't peg Sora based on what he says. You can't even peg him based on what he does. Like, only his thoughts, really, I think, are the main thing that you can base him off. But we don't get inside his head that often. We don't get to hear that. We don't get to hear the echo thoughts. Ugh. Like, and I guess that's what I guess that's what makes him interesting to look at. The fact that he is basically saying what is necessary to get things done, and doing what is necessary to get things done, and get his desires, which are become God and never lose a game. It's an interesting idea. I like it. And Shiro, I wish we'd get a little bit more of an insight into how her brain works, but right now it seems like her brain is never let her brother get away from her, but also make sure he gets his dick wet, which is really weird. Like, that's a really weird. Also, like, king and queen, like, she's the one who added that queen thing there, which makes me think there's some fucking siscon shit going on, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Also, she's 11. But yeah, I like this episode. This episode was neat. The chess bit. If you strip that away and you made it, I don't know, like some made up game, like, I feel like I would have liked it a lot more, because that whole thing where basically he uses some espionage and subterfuge to basically turn the entire populace of the black side against the king, and the king gets poisoned by someone not even on the combat field, which means that, like, there's just an invisible butler handing a king some wine, and the king drinks up and just fucking falls over dead. Like, that's a good gimmick, and that would be, if it wasn't chess, which has established rules, and people did mention, like, oh, chess has got different rules depending on where you are in the world, but, like, the standardized rule set. But normally when you're playing competition chess, you use a single standard rule set. If they specified, like, oh, we're playing this version of chess, then, like, there'd be rules there. But there are established rule sets for chess. Like, and you can't just make up your fucking own. Like chess is one of those games that has got so many different rule sets depending on where you are, but the thing is, those different rule sets are usually when they become popular enough to see widespread use, they get different fucking, like, names, you know? Like Chinese checkers, which I think is technically a chess rule set. I'm gonna admit that I just jumped to my brain. For Chinese checkers, I'm thinking that is one, but I'm not sure, but Chinese checkers, who gives a fuck? But yeah, I like this episode. Like, it was neat. Concept was neat. Execution was but them hanging out and doing this coronation stuff, that was really interesting, and it was really neat seeing, like, the rise of a new government and seeing all that. But oh boy, is Tet a giant fucking hypocrite, and I hope it gets addressed at some point, because these rules do not stop anyone. Like, these rules are so full of fucking loopholes. Like, how many loopholes has he found in this course of 4 episodes? Because I'm thinking it's like 5 or 6. Like, Jesus. But, I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Whether you agree with me, you disagree with me, or you want to bring up something I omitted, because I do that sometimes. And, yeah. Remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, share on social media, tell your friends. And you can always support me on Patreon if you wanna help me eat some food. Because, oh boy, food is good. There's not a lot of it. And also, that gets you access to the special patrons-only Discord channel on the open Discord server. I'm very sorry. I need a drink, but I don't have one right now. Open Discord server, which you should join anyway, and both of those are linked down there in the description. And if you do that, then, hey, you get to recommend things to be Let's Played, reacted to, live streamed, whatever, and that gets priority, because I usually do the patron requests first, before I do any other suggestion or request in a comment. Like, the comment list is pretty thick, but the patron list is a little bit thicker. Like, not thicker, but, you know, like, I've got, like, I think I've got, like, 4 more things to do through there, and they're all, like, decently long. Oh, boy. But yeah. And as always, I am Nozz, and I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today. And I'll see you around the room.